Alright, chat. Yo, hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Give me 2 seconds to get started and stuff. Hope you guys all have a amazing weekend, man. Hope you had a good long break. I'm not too looking forward to go back to trading and chat already. I do miss being back though. One thing I would say though that as of this week, because I'm going back to uni, I will be able to stream most day. Today I have a class at 9, so I probably won't be able to stream for so long. But any other day, if I don't have classes on first thing in the morning, I will try to stream a bit longer. Well, at least stream until we have something. Okay, right. Hope you's all good, man. Right, first thing first. Let me check what's happening this week. So with this week, so yesterday was a bank holiday, so there wasn't much happening. So today at 7 we have GBP claiming count change, and then later on we have Empire State Manufacturing Index at 1:30. Tomorrow we have CPI for pound, and then core retail sales at 1:30. Nothing too crazy, although they are red folders. Thursday we have unemployment claims. Friday we have pound retail sales, and then 3 o'clock consumer sentiment. Right. Cool. So we have news in about 15 minutes, right? So I trade cable for most of you don't know. So first thing first, let's start with our higher time frame with a monthly analysis, right? So I have been saying in the past month that this is what's been happening. So we closing above this most recent resistance, and now we have the range to travel up to that 2839. That is the most recent resistance current range that we are in, and now it becomes and the previous monthly candle closed bullish as well. So I imagine in 15 days, could be this week or could be next week, that after creating a bottom wick, we tap into the support level right here. I would imagine any given day, or in the rest of the 15 days of the monthly candle, this could potential rip up and fill the rest of the range and tap into this resistance right here, which is 28.38. Now, how the monthly candle gonna close after fill the wick, it's gonna be important, because it's tell us it's gonna do 3 things, right? Either it break right off this resistance after flip on this monthly candle, fill the wick, flip, and then close bullish above the range. Then yeah, cool, great. we can look for where the next resistance most likely going to be right around this area, right? However, the second scenario could happen is come up here, tap into the resistance, and then it's hover around that. After further wick, it just hover at the resistance. Or the scenario 3 is that it can come up for the rest of the wick. After following the rest of the wick, it's flipped back down inside the range. So I'm open for any ideas. I'm open for any scenarios. But you always have to be open with what is currently printing and what is currently happening. So right now, for 15 days, we creating a bottom wick at the resistance. So I would imagine any given day or of this monthly or week on this monthly candle, we can still flip up, and for the rest of this wick fill, speaking on the monthly candle close as well as the previous monthly candle closing bullish, right? So with that being made, let's drop into the weekly. So the weekly closed bullish, right? And what are we doing right now? Coming down, creating a bottom wick. So that's cool. So we have 3 days left on the. Sorry, chat. So we have 3 days left, 4 days left, including today actually. To come up, and fill the rest and continue to the rest of the range towards this level of resistance right here. Cool. If that is the case, then it's also correlated with the monthly candle as well. That would be the wick fill in the monthly. And that also correlated with the weekly as well, because the previous weekly candle closing bullish above the range. If you see right here, it's literally closing right above the range, the most recent range right here. So we reject, come down, and then what the last time we did, we closed above the most recent range right here. So I would imagine that any given time in this weekly candle, we will just flip up and fill the rest of the range, and that would be the wick fill on the monthly, right? If that is the case, then can we look on the lower time frame and see what's happening, right? Okay, cool. So on the daily, we literally closing bearish. So in order for us to come up on the weekly, if you think about that, wouldn't we have to create a bottom wick to grab liquidity down to drive up? So on the daily, we literally are bearish right now, right? And it seems like looking right here, this is where we reject off, right? We couldn't close above, we literally close respecting this. And every time we close respecting, where do we travel to? 2639 is the most recent. This is a range that we're in terms of traffic, although we do have a minor support though. We have a minor support right around here. 2709. So however, this daily close going to be pretty important, because if it closes below the range, then that indicates that we have traffic to drive all the way down and fill the rest of the range. Then that's cool. Then that's cool. However, until this daily close below any given time, this thing can still flip out after grabbing liquidity. So the daily is bearish. Can we look on a lower time frame to see what it's doing? Right. So on the 4 hours, right? If you look, we're closing below the most recent support, right? So where is our next support gonna be? Well, I would imagine that we even closing below this as well. That's crazy. Well, we have a minor support right here. If you look left on the 4 hours, what time frame is looking cleaner? Yeah, we do have a minor support right here as well. So we close below this now. Okay, interesting. And you're closing below this too. Cool. So at the daily is pointing towards bearish, and the daily literally bearish, and every time we close respecting this area, we look left on the daily, we have traffic to drive down to 26.37, and I would imagine this is the same pole that we met in. So if you look left, every time we tap into here, last time we tapped into here, we have clean traffic driving down all the way to 26, 40, 26, 37, right? And if you look at what price is doing now, it has clean traffic to drive down. So can we take advantage of that? So let's jump into the 1 hour and see what it's doing. So straight up 4 hours bearish with no top wick, right? So can we see how steep is this top wick on the 4 hours to drive down? Potentially, if news coming out for pound at 7, can we look for a steep top wick tap into this could a top wick tap into this kind of area to drive down? And I would not mind if that was to happen. If this is a pole that we are measuring, if I'm looking to the left, I would imagine. Hold on, let me put online on it, so it looks, so we know what we're looking at. Right, so 4 hours coming up to create a top wick, right? So the question is, how steep the top wick is going to be? If you look left, if you look at this similar pole, the top wick is usually be 27.03, and after tapping to after driving up to grab liquidity, up to drive down, tapping to 27.03, then we have enough liquidity to drive down, right? And I'm looking at this exactly similar push right down, and then you pull back. So could we take advantage of the pullback and maybe looking for a buy, but keep in mind that it's only for a pullback, right? So what is cleaner? Let me see. So you have a resistance there. You also have a minor resistance here after you tap into this kind of level. Okay, so I would imagine that you want to tap into this at least, right? Yeah, you want to break this at least. So can we take advantage of that, knowing what we know? So can we look for maybe a buy up if it was to drive up to here? And bear in mind, this is only the liquidity graph, so it would be a very, very quick trade, because at any given time this while can still flip back down bearish, and this is a pull that we are looking to mirror. This is a pull that we are looking to mirror. So if that's a pull we look to mirror, after getting a bottom wick, a top wick, it will have enough liquidity to drive down then, and if that is the case, then it will be a very quick trade. If I was to go for a buy up, yeah, it would be very, very quick. But I will see. I'm gonna put a buy stop here and see. I think news coming out at 7. Actually, no. Actually, I'm not gonna put a buy stop there. Just because news coming out in 50 seconds. And generally it can move quite quick, so I'm not trading news. I'm letting it settle and then I'll jump on it. So the 15 closed bullish, cool. One hour closing in 20 seconds as well. Okay. Alright, 15 seconds. So what news do we have today? Claiming quote change. Cool. Alright. So we literally pushing down now, huh? See what I was saying about news? Okay, so 1 hour closed. Alexa, stop. So 1 hour change. 1 hour closed. First thing we do is we're pushing down now. You see how I was saying any given time this thing is still pushed down. Good looking to the left. We are literally mirroring this. We need to tap into this level. 26.67. Grab liquidity to drive up, to grab liquidity up to drive down. So tap into this level now. So can we look for a potential buy up, if that is the case? What I'll do here is I'm gonna leave my buy stop right here on the anticipation of us coming back for the 1 hour flip. 1 hour flip, then I don't see any reason why we would reflip again. Just because now we have liquidity down here to drive up, right? Look, now we have liquidity down to drive up, to grab liquidity up to drive down. So I would not see any reason why we shouldn't have a flip if we were to flip back up again. So 15 close, 30 minutes close bullish, 1 hour close bullish. First thing does is come down, tap into this level. When we tap into this level, I would imagine this is a pullback you're gonna make. and once you make a pullback, you tap into this level to grab liquidity up to drive down. So if that is a scenario I'm looking for, and the 4 hours hasn't even created a top wick yet, might be a quick trading day today, chat. Honestly. Yeah, it would be a 22 pip stop loss into 14 pips. TP. Yeah, I'm gonna put my buy stop right at the candle high. Although it looks like this right now because it's not right at the candle high, right? But on my MT4, that's where it is. That's where my candle high on my MT4. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. So you guys can see where I'm putting my buy stop, right? If this 5 minutes what you close it with under range, there's a high chance that this thing could flip and goes within the range. When it does that, then there's a high chance this 15 minutes could flip, having this liquidity down here. But we'll see. We'll see what it's doing here. So 30 seconds. Yeah. 5 minutes goes below the range here. So can we flip on this 15 or can we not? You tap into this level liquidity, I would imagine. So this is your tapping and this is your pullback. I would imagine this is also your pullback as well. If that's the kind of mirror you're looking to do, if you look on a higher time frame, this is a similar pull you're making, and this is also a similar pull you're making. Then I would imagine that you would need, and for us to continue to go down on the daily orders are coming down now. The daily has barely a top wick. Yeah, the daily has no top wick here, so any given time this thing can still come down. Looking at my MT4, we barely created a top wick, so any given time this thing can still flip up, get a top wick for all I know. And with that being said, if this 15 minutes closing bearish though, tap into this, yeah, if this 15 minute closing bearish though, I might delete my buy stop here and wait for price to play out, print more and see how price react after news. We're still fresh, we just literally had news at 7, so it's only 7 minutes in. So on a 4 hours after we come down here, I would imagine that we would come up for the 4 hours to create a top wick. And the daily has barely a top wick either. So at any given time, this thing can still just flip up and create a top wick on the 4 hours and a daily. And first thing it does of the day is a coming down. It has this exact same move. So if we were to continue to sell coming down, I need a closure below this on a 1 hour. If you look left, if we have a closure down here, we do have enough traffic to drive down to the next level, right? After create a top wick, of course, and that's a 15 pips move. That's not bad, but I need to see closure. After creating a closure and then a top wick, and then I will jump in. Otherwise, it's too hard. See what price is doing. Looks like the 5 minute continues to come down for the rest of the wick, huh? What was that move? That was a 20 pips move from the news. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Did we move much yesterday in terms of traffic? So we moved down, we range a whole lot, and we only moved last night. Yeah, we range a whole lot. We didn't do anything. And they're coming on to new days. They start moving like mad. Okay. Yeah, look, there's a 15 continues to push down here, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete my buy stop here. And let price moves. And see how the 15 candle closing here. If we can close below, then that's great, because after creating a top wick, I'll go in. Then that means that we have traffic to drive down then, right? Then into here at least. Yeah, that's most recent support as well. Tap into here, tap into here. but that's only when it's closed below, only if it's closed below here. What are you doing here? And for our candle closing below, we also create a top wick to come down. But I wouldn't imagine we would bounce off this, off of any given time, to come up, to grab liquidity up, to drive down. So if that was the case, you're gonna have to wait for price to print and decide where it wants to go, because this is a time when you really need to be patient with, because you can't just take impulse and trade or anything. So you're gonna have to wait for price to fall in place and align with everything that you plan that what's gonna happen, because anything could still happen, right? Any given time this thing can still just come down and fill the rest of the range. If you look to the left, to this pole right here, that is literally a clean traffic, right? Any given time after we tap into this level of liquidity, we can still drive down. It's literally a clean traffic. Although there is a minor support right here, yes, it can still make a pull back, but there's no guarantee, because if you look at a daily, it's actually straight bearish, right? So if there's no guarantee, then I do not want to be part of uncertainty. If it seems uncertain, I don't want to be part of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the 15 close in 5 seconds. Okay, so 15 closed below the range. Cool. So can we create a top wick for us to come down? It seems like if we close below here, the last time we closed below here, we have clean traffic to drive down after create a top wick, right? So can we do that, or are we just gonna drive straight down? No top wick, interesting. So we closed below now. Seems like yeah, every time we close below, we do have traffic to drive down. If I'm looking at this push, tap and choose, create a top wick, grab liquidity, clean push, clean push, clean push, yeah. Is this got a straight drive down without a top wick here? The 5, the 15 of top wick. let's see how what gold is doing. So weekly you close doji above the range. Interesting. Okay. And the daily you close bearish as well. Above the range. Okay. So does that mean that any given time now you're gonna continue to flip up and drive up to the next range, I would assume, right? Since you're closing up above the range now, so now you could come down to grab liquidity down, creating a bottom wick to drive up. Okay. Yesterday was literally range and not doing anything. So now we come down. I would imagine we come down to at least 2043 or 2041 to get a bottom wick. Grabbing liquidity here to drive up to the next level of resistance. Well, after you close above this resistance right here, 2055, then there's a high chance that you could literally right to 2067. Yeah, gold looking clean here, man. The 4 hours closed bearish, so you're coming down, huh? We might actually be able to trade gold here. I'm seeing opportunity. So you're closing the most recent resistance here, right? So if you close most recent resistance, and this is a support I'm seeing. Okay, cool. And this is a range that you're in now. For hours, no one at any given time this thing is still coming out of this. Okay. It's a 15 pips range. Ay. That's not quite the range that I want you to take part in. It's only 15 pips. So if this is a resistance you're in, this is a range that you're in right now. Here actually, right around here. Let's clean. 30 minutes, yeah. Yeah, if you goes above your illustrator, you can just have the same mirror and drive out, right? And that's what I would imagine to happen. However, the 1 hour closed bullish with no top wick. Let's see what's MT5 printing. Yeah, 1 hour closed top wick with no bullish with no top wick. That doesn't mean, by the way, even though it's no top wick, it has very little top wick, right? That doesn't mean it can't flip out and continue to drive up. And given what it's doing, it's actually coming down, creating a bottom wick. So what I would imagine that today daily would flip any given time, knowing today's daily is bullish and with the weekly as well, closing doji, bullish doji. So how steep is it of this bottom wick on the weekly for it to come up? But if you look on the daily, it's actually showing that there's a sign or potential of a price and continue to push on the previous daily candle pattern, which is bullish candle, right? So I would imagine that in order for us to continue up, we need to go down to grab liquidity. I would imagine we need to come down here, break the low, then maybe we can look for potential going up and tap into 24.46 before it does anything. But right now we still stuck in this range right here. We're not doing anything. We're not broken out or anything. So any given time, this thing is need to do either what it's going to do first. Is that going to come down to grab liquidity, down to drive up, or is this the bottom wick already on the daily? If you look left, we close above the range, right? So is this the bottom wick already, or do we want to grab liquidity all the way down to 24.46 to come up? So if you look left, every time we come up, where do we go from? Go either from 24.6 or 24.2. So it depends on how steep is this bottom wick gonna be on the daily, because at any given time the daily can still flip back up. For sure. So any given time, coming down here, when the last time you actually come up? 2057 to come up here. Every time we come down, you have clean traffic coming down. Oh, interesting. In terms of mirroring, you don't really have a lot of data to look left. This is the exact same pole, and then it's kind of hovering here. It's just a case of how steep is this bottom wick gonna be. That's a 20 pips range. That's not bad. Yeah, the 1 hour could flip here. So the 15 closed in 17 seconds. Okay, 15 closed now. Can we create a bottom wick? If we create a bottom wick, I would leave my buy stop right here, right at this candle high, because if it was to coming up and break this high, I don't imagine why it shouldn't just flip and continue up. Because that would be the 1 hour flip. The 30 minutes print, 30 actual print bearish. Might be quite hard for the buy stop right here actually. This buy might be quite tough. I'm trying to look left because we've broken out of this range now. We should have clean traffic to drive it all the way to 2067, and just try to see like in terms of data on the left. There's not much going on. However, you can see this pull right here after coming down. After last time you break right above here. So if we were to drive into 2067, this is kind of matter I'm looking at. So after you tap into here, 2047, I would imagine this is a daily bottom wick for it to continue to wrap up. So if that is the case, there's a high chance that we can continue to drive up here, even though the 30 minutes, the way the 30 minutes kind of opening will also important as well. If you look at that, first thing first do is come down. Okay, 5 minutes pushing now. will this 1 hour flip here? If the 1 hour doesn't flip, I would decide I would delete my buy stop here, because there's no reason for me to not delete it. Yeah, it looks like the 5 gonna close back into range here. Yeah, if this 5 goes in back into a range, I'm going to delete my buy stop, right guys? Yep. Yeah, until it forms a top wick on year, then I will decide to do anything. Until then, it's very tough, because the 4 hours in a daily is pointing down bearish, and there's not much for me to be doing at all. Like I can't do much in this range unless the 1 hour gonna close respecting this support 2671. Then we be speaking first to drive up to grab liquid, up to drive down, but for now it's too hard. Is just keep driving down now. But yeah, man, this is our 3rd week that I stream. So far so good. Everything been going pretty smoothly in terms of value, in terms of HLO. What does that mean? What about GBPUSD, bro? What about it? I know. It seems like the 1 hour is kind of respecting the level that I was talking about. This level right here. If that is a matter that we're looking to the same support that we looking to respect in here, we'll see. Okay, we're pushing out here. Might need to wait for the 1 hour closed, because even though the 1 hour closed respecting the support right here, right? Any given time, this next the next 1 hour can still coming up, get a top wick, and come down for the rest of the wick, and that's really, really tough situation to be in. So what I would rather do is that once it's come down on the 1 hour, coming down for the rest of the wick, coming up, and then break this minor resistance right here, then that's a confirmation that we could potentially coming up to 26.98 for grab liquidity up to drive down, and that would not be a bad range to play with. If obviously if you're looking to scalp, but you got to be patient though, because this is only the first day of trading. Well, technically, because yesterday was a holiday, right? Unless you trade something differently. You see what I'm saying about the 1 hour when it was driving down? Like, it's in order for us to continue to drive down, you need to know like what can still happen. One or two things can still happen. It needs to go up to grab liquid, up to drive down. So like it can't just go down. It's got to hover at some point, and then it needs to do some kind of retracement. So this is what I was saying. Even though the 15 closing below. Oh shit. I'll do that in a second. USD JPY. Hold on. Right. Let's see what it's doing. Okay. So right off the bat, on the monthly, right off the bat, I can see that it's called literally below the most recent support, right? And what it's doing right now is literally coming up, and this is a range that we are in, right? So there's two things can happen here. Two things can happen. Even though it's closing below the most recent support, doesn't mean that we have traffic to continue to drive down. For all I know, this is for 15 days left on the monthly, right? Any given time, this could still be the top wick on the monthly for it to drive down. Now, the hard part is, you see how the previous monthly candle has minimal bottom wick. So that has a lot of indication that we might not have a lot of range to drive down. So what I would say is, look at how this monthly candle closing. If it's closing back into a range, then yeah, you have enough range to travel right up to 151. Like definitely. After creating a bottom of wick, of course, after closing back into a range. Let's see on the weekly. Right. So weekly closing doji, right? Yep. Okay. So you see how I was saying on a monthly, even though it was closing below the range, it has minimal bottom wick, so it might be very tough for us to continue to drive down even though we close below the range. So now if you look on the weekly, we literally close respecting the support right here on the previously weekly candle, right? And the tough part of this is that the weekly pushing up right now with that bottom wick. So I would be very cautious if I were you, if you're going to trade this pair. Is that any given time this thing can still flip down to create a bottom wick after breaking the high on the weekly, right? However, if you look left, there's a minor resistance here. Very, very minor. You can see there's some sort of rejection right here. So it could potentially break the high and just reject off of this level. For all I know, let's see on a daily. Yep, exactly what I was saying. So this is the range that you're in right now on daily, right? And the daily printing bullish. Yeah, cool. That's sweet. So first thing it's doing is that it's pushing up right now. So 146. So I would imagine if this is the range that you're in right now on the daily, right? I would imagine that 146 it would push and can fill the rest of the range. And this, how many pips is this? I don't really trade this pair, so I don't know. That's a 46 pips for you to trade, right? But you got to be trade very cautiously, because once it tap into this level, it's gonna hover, it's gonna decide, because how this daily candle close will be very important, because if it closes above the range, they are sure you have range to travel up. If you look left, you've got next level of resistance to travel up. However, this is the level that price tap to a pass that it rejected before, right? So once price tap into this level, it's gonna have two things. It will hover, and then it will decide whether to break that or it's gonna reject. So you have range to play with to 146.53 or even all the way to 147.36 for all I know. Because if you look left, the last time we even come up here to grab liquidity and reject, and then what do? We come all the way down and fill the rest of the range. So yeah, so that's what I would do on if I were you, if I was trading this pair for you, USD Japanese yen. Yeah, so the previously daily no bottom wick, right? So after, I would imagine that after tapping into this, we can still coming down. If it was too close bullish above the range, right, I would imagine we tap into creating a bottom wick, tap into this kind of level and then drive up. If you look left, that's what happened. Tap into this level, grab liquidity, drive up. So that what I would imagine if we were to drive up on that scenario. However, when it's tapping into this level, it's gonna be hard. You got to be patient and let price print and hop on the wave and see what is decide what it wants to do. So that's what you got to be very patient when it's tapping into this level, right? So yeah, man, hope you enjoy it. I don't really trade this pair, but in terms of reading price action and stuff like that, it's summer. It's okay. So GU pushing back up now. So is this a flip on a 1 hour then? The 15 no bottom, no top wick. Interesting. We're closing back into a range though. Yeah, man. Hope you enjoy that analysis, bro. I don't really know. Is that the only pair that you trade, or did you trade any other pair? Yeah, look at the 4 hours. You close in above this most recent support as well. So I would imagine you would have enough traffic to drive all the way up, at least to here. So if you look left, this is where you stop, right? Yeah, this is the range that you're in. So imagine even the 4 hours closing bullish, you might still have potential to drive up, but it would be very tough though, because how steep is this 4 hours bottom wick gonna be until it's flipped back up? So yeah, that's for you to decide. But I think this pair is like not quite active during Asian time now. I don't trade this pair specifically, but I would imagine this is pair for you to trade during Asian. Okay, so the 1 hour for looking to flip here. You know what though, we might have a potential position real soon. You look how this is the same kind of mirror, same rejection right off the bat that I'm literally putting out the support. We might have a position real soon, you know. You're literally going to respect. The way the 5 minutes open up is a bit scary. I was thinking about to go in for long, closing back into a range, and that's a 14 pips back into a range, but it's a bit scary because the 1 hour is closing soon, and that's a 1 hour flip. Okay. And we have 9 minutes in the 1 hour's close, so it would be quite sketchy to jump in. So rather jump in now, I'm gonna play quite conserve, and if I miss a trade, I miss a trade, right? There's nothing for me to be FOMO about, even though I was thinking about it, but we were too close to the 1 hour close, and even though the 1 hour close now, the 1 hour flip now, I would imagine it wouldn't reflip here. However, how the 1 hour close is gonna be quite important. So you come down here. Okay. Yep, you tap into here. Reject. You come all the way up here. You see how cautious I am with the thing that it looks and stuff like that, because now the 1 hour coming back down, even though it's rejecting, right? But how the 1 hour candle closes, it's going to be important. The 15 no top, like it's a bit tough to do anything. So is this a top liquidity grab for us to come down? why would you do all of this? So you tap into this, you're rejecting off of this. Interesting. Yeah, 5 minutes till the 1 hour candle closed. Like, I've got to see how the 1 hour candle closed in here. Yeah, this is a like mess you don't want to be in until it's breakout and pick a direction. Then I'll hop on. Right now it's just ranging right in within this range. Right here, there's nothing much for me to be doing. Okay, so the 5 coming back down, huh? That's an 18 pips range. Four minutes till the 1 hour. Yeah, even the 1 hour, even if the 1 hour closing bearish, right? We might still have a position on a 1 hour flip after creating a top wick though. After creating a top wick, we might be able to join it for a 1 hour flip. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for the candle to close on the 1 hour and then decide what I'm gonna do next. Yeah, you see how it's driving back down now, even though I wanted to see if this is a 1 hour flip or if it's just a retrace of all that move that coming from news 7. So yeah, you're gonna have to be very, very cautious here. Yeah, so after the next 1 hour close bearish, that's great. Because the next have this range. Close bearish below the range. Cool. Because the next 1 hourly candle we could potentially look for selling down and for the rest of this wick right here on the flip. That would be ideal. That would be very ideal. Yeah, on the flip of 1 hour, that would be very ideal here. But if it drives, it drives. So it's not really my business, bro. as a minor support right here. Yeah, if the 30 minutes coming up for the wick, get a top wick and then come down, that will be the 1 hour top wick flipping back down as well. So yeah, I need to see a top wick here, otherwise I'm not doing anything. Okay, 1 hour kind of close now. Can we come up? Should create a top wick on the 30 minutes, follow the rest of the wick, then come down. That will be ideal. Yeah, it looks like just 1 hour, just going to continue driving for the rest of the wick, huh? Yeah, 1 hour no top wick, so the way this candle open up is it's about too tough for me. If it doesn't line up with how my analysis, with my style of trading, I'm not going in. There's no reason to be like FOMO of it, like even though it's like how many pips would that move altogether? 17 pips. Even though it's nice, right? But I'm not going in here. There's no reason for me to be part of. Because any given time, this 30 minutes going to still rip up, and same with the 1 hour as well. So the way the hour kind of open is a bit messed up, man. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just wait. That's one of the best thing and the hardest thing when it comes to trading, like, believe it or not. Like being able to wait, being able to see what's happening and wait until everything lines up, then you come in, is actually not an easy skill to have nowadays, especially nowadays. Everything gratifies that, and everything you want it now. However, like, when it comes to trading, it doesn't work like that. You got to be able to be patient and wait for it to come to you. Then you decide what you want to do. Instead, you would just literally drive down, then I guess. So, if that is the case, are you gonna drive all the way down here? I would imagine, right? Oh, my alarm going off. Five, go back into range. Nah, it's way too tough for me to be doing anything. Close below the range. Every time close below the range, seem to have traffic to drive down. Anyway, guys, we did not catch anything today, because I have to end the stream shortly. I have to end the stream now because I have uni to attend very, very soon. So I've got to get ready and stuff. However, tomorrow I will be back. Tomorrow I will be back all day. I should be able to trade the entire London session tomorrow. Looks like it was just continue to strip down. Yeah, look, we're just gonna follow the rest of the range right here, and that's a 19 pips range. That's not bad though. Yeah, it looks like we just continue to drive down all the way. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. If I was staying, continue to stay, I would take a shot right here at the break of the low and coming down and for the rest of the range. However, I'm not gonna trade now because I was too close to my time that I need to go. So I'm not gonna do anything too crazy here. But hope you guys have a good trading day, man. First day back. Don't do anything too crazy. Don't blow your account. Take it easy. Wait for the trade setup. Be patient. Be disciplined. Yeah, man. I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 6. Well, 6 or 6:15 a.m. London time. Right. Until next time, I shall see you again. Right. Yeah, man. Taking shot here is not bad at all. Coming all the way down here, but it's not my business now. I'm not participating. That's because I'm not trading anymore. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day, man. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, right? Peace.